Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. Congratulations. Thanks for talking to us. So can you talk about who some of your inspirations are? Who do you look up to?
So I definitely 100% look up to Taylor Swift. She's probably top of the line for me. A lot of people have compared me to her, but I'm obsessed with her and her lyrics, and I love following her story in real life too. Olivia Rodrigo, coming up, she's doing amazing in the music industry. I think she's doing a phenomenal job. Billie Eilish as well. I have to respect the hustle. All three of them, amazing women. I love it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right. So can you talk a bit about where the idea for the song came from?
I started writing the song when I was living in Nashville. I finished it when I got back to Idaho, though. So, I mean, the idea of the song was, I don't know, I was stream of consciousness writing at the time, and I had the idea for Steady Machine was just like a hook in my head. So, I have a love for vehicles as well, so I kind of correlated those things together. But you know, and also just trust in the process of life.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what was going through your head when you first found out you were going to be on the show? What were the first thoughts you had?
Not so much the show. What was on my head when I found out they had a demographic for American Samoa was more than enough for me, you know? Because most people don't even know what a Samoan is. You think of Polynesian, you think of Hawaiian. Or you think of the movie Moana. We're more than a movie. We're more than just Jason Momoa and The Rock. There's a lot of us where we come from, and I'm representing an entire culture of people. I'm representing Pacifica, but I'm also half Black, you know what I mean? So I'm half Black and half Samoan. I'm representing women, I'm representing entrepreneurs. I'm representing a lot more than just this, you know? It's more than just American Song Contest. Whoever said to do the 6 territories, I wanna hug you. Because honestly, no one knows what Samoa is. Like, still to this day, I just had an interview. They're like, oh, Polynesia, do you know what Polynesia is? They're like, Hawaii. So what the beautiful thing is that I get to introduce everybody to someone. And yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. Thanks for talking to us tonight. So can you talk a bit about why you decided to do this show? Like, what was it about this that made you want to do it?
So I actually got a call from LA, and I was like, oh, who's calling me? And it was Michelle McNulty. She was like, hey, we need a replacement for Missouri. Have you heard of the show? Are you available? And I was like, yes, I've heard of the show, and sure, count me in. So yeah, I just found out like maybe a month ago that I was even going to be here. So it's been a very quick process, but I'm so blessed and so grateful to be here.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie Ruby.
Come on. I love it. I love the ladies.
All right. So obviously you already have a following. What made you decide that you should do this? How did you decide it would help your career? In what way?
Honestly, as a artist with an established catalog, you do, and as a songwriter, I do the best that I can to find new challenges, things that inspire me. A lot of people, I've said this time and time again, a lot of people don't realize that as an artist with established music, when you get on that stage, it's kind of like when people show up to see you, half of the work's already done. Like when you have an established music, because you can just put the microphone out to the crowd and have them sing it. But when I heard that you get to do a brand new record, because at first I was like, well, hey, that's not fair. I'm an established artist. You have these other artists, and then I saw their TikTok numbers, and I was like, yeah, hey, this really isn't fair. I got like 100 TikTok followers. I need more TikTok followers. Anyway, I digress. I got a little sidetracked. What I was saying was, I feel like the playing field is a little more even because everybody's got to get up there and sing a brand new song that no one knows and see if you can get the crowd to feel it. And when we performed tonight, I felt like a lot of warmth, a lot of love from the crowd for a song that they didn't know. And that was very humbling. And as an artist, it just really was super rewarding.
Okay, great. Well, great performance. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can you talk a bit about how this experience being on this stage differed from being on, another stage like you're used to?
Yeah, I mean, basically the budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, budget's the biggest difference. I've been in all kinds of levels of stages, a lot of festival stages as well. But this one takes it. I mean, the lighting package, it's ridiculous. Can't compare. It's next level.
All right, thanks. Can you talk about how you came up with the idea for the song?
Yeah. So right in the middle was a title that I'd had in my phone for, I don't know, maybe a year, I guess. And, you know, as a songwriter, whenever you come up with an idea, you just kind of put it down and store it away until, you know, it's the right room. And thankfully, I got in the room with some really good writers, Rodney Clawson, Justin Wilson, and Will Bundy. And who are three of my really good friends now. They just, you know, took it to the next level and really took the idea that I had at the baby stages and turned it into what the song is now. I think it was kind of all of us just pulling from personal experiences and creating this one storyline with all our little bits and pieces put together, which is really cool. And you know, there's a line, Stolen Tar Heels hoodie and a piece of my heart, and that was kind of like my little contribution to the song. But I'm very, very pleased with how it turned out. I'm thankful that it's getting heard by the world now.
Yeah, great performance. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. So did you get any advice either from another contestant or from Kelly or Snoop or anything before you went and did your performance?
I didn't. Well, so Michael Bolton, the song that he performed on the show, I actually wrote with him.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was my first that's how I found out about the show, is because I wrote the song with Michael and he called me and he was like, hey, we're going to use the song that we wrote on the show. So I don't know if he gave me any advice, but he was the one that kind of educated me about the show in general. So I kind of looked to him as he'd like to say, a big brother. He's a little bit older than a big brother, so maybe a father figure. But I've been lucky enough to be close to him, to through writing the song, gotten closer to him, and just kind of picking up on little tidbits from him about career things over his long spanning career have been valuable to me.
Okay, great. Well, that's cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. So can you talk about how this experience differed from you on this stage versus performing on other stages you've done before?
Oh, I mean,
It's a lot different, but
coming back home, we have this really amazing venue called Meow Wolf, and it's a very one-of-a-kind place. So I would kind of compare this to that because it's just unique. It brings a different type of feeling out of you. But being on TV and on a stage that big is uncomparable to anything in this world. It's crazy. I felt at home. I felt like, I was in my room rapping at the mirror, visualizing exactly what was on stage. So that's the cool part.
that's great. All right. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah.
So I have what I wanted to ask you is, what have you learned about yourself through this experience, either as a singer or just as a person?
You know what happened to me is I was able to get back in touch with myself. For the past couple of years, such like a quarantined life in my little bubble, in my little state, with my little kids, living sort of a little life. And I'm a big person. So I got to come out here and just blow up again. And I haven't done that in a while. So I had a lot to blow up. And it just feels good to be Josh Panda. It's not who I am. It's not all of who I am. It's a part of who I am. And it's nice to put that jacket on again.
Right. And it's a great jacket.
This show gives me the opportunity to leave that jacket on for a while.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie Ruby, SciFi Vision. So did you girls get any advice from either another contestant or Snoop or Kelly or anything like that helped you before you performed?
We actually got advice from Snoop after our performance. He looked at us and he said we crushed it, for one.
Yeah.
And then for two, he said to just keep the sisterhood and to stay together because that's what's going to matter. And that's what we plan on doing.
In this episode, we're very blessed to be so close to our fellow contestants.
Yes,
A lot of them
have been here to, offer advice and support. And so we're all just so close. So when we were up on that stage and we looked out and we see the Bankettes and all our fellow
Cheer
contestants
for everybody.
cheering, like, it's just such a great feeling. We're very honored to be part of this episode for sure.
We even have a group chat and we told each other today, like, make sure y'all go out there and y'all handle y'all business because we all in this together. So we all feel in the same exact way.
That's great. That's great. You get along. Well, thank you.
Thank you.